Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. We're going to jump into this video and we are talking Married to Medicine. As you guys know, the season is about to wrap, but word on the street is there are a couple of cast members that will not be returning, and we're going to get into cast member number one and what has happened and why the word is that Miss Quad will possibly not be returning to Married to Medicine. And again, if you guys are new here, welcome. But I ask everybody to make sure you guys hit the like button. Go ahead and share the video. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also, hitting the like button increases the video in YouTube's algorithm. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So, guys, as this season is basically wrapping up, we have learned, obviously, we're going to get the opportunity to see the full-fledged fight or altercation between Quad's man King and Dr. G. But what we really didn't know, well, at least I didn't know that it was going to end like this. I mean, we saw the previews, but really didn't know what was really going on. But now we know restraining orders has been filed. King is not going to be able to be on this show anymore. But what we're also learning is there's a lot of backlash with pertaining to what actually happened and why is it happening on a show called Married to Medicine. Although we predict there should and we want to see some drama, I don't know about you all, but I don't want to see doctors on television fighting. It's giving ghetto. It's giving Married to Medicine. It's giving baddies. It's giving Zeus. It's giving, I just am too old to watch shit like this. Okay. I don't watch the TV where the people be fighting. I just don't. I mean, an occasional some here and there, but this is giving a little bit too much. Well, the matter at hand is Quad just isn't married to medicine, and she hasn't been married to medicine for a while. If you guys recall, and if you have watched this show from the inception, her marrying Dr. G made her what? Married to medicine. She is no longer married to medicine, and it has become a topic of conversation on this show because not only is she not married to medicine, she hadn't had a man since Dr. G. Or if she did have one, she wasn't showing them to us. Now, all of a sudden, we got this boyfriend who now he can't even come around anymore. So it's giving very difficult. It's giving hard to work with. It's giving you just don't fit on this show. And these producers have to do what they got to do to pay the damn bills. And it seemed like a lot of people just want her to leave along with her friend. So what I want to do is I want to get into an interview that Quad did. And she did this interview months ago and she showed absolutely no remorse for what had already happened. But what she does show us is that this was all set up by herself, her friend, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone. We know Dr. Jackie knew, and we know Toya had a hand in it too. So let's kind of get into why she 9 times out of 10 will not be appearing on this show moving forward.
Think the setup that people had for me season 10, they actually set themselves up season 11. Getting into it a fall face first. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think we were recently on a couples trip. You know, we do that every season.
Yes.
And this time, I brought my man with me. And everybody thought it was a great idea when my ex-husband and his new wife came on the trip.
Yeah.
But the people were not ready for what I had in store. I'm just saying, baby. I'm just saying.
I love it.
My ex-husband got in his feelings, became a little belligerent and irate, and King checked him on it. King is a man's man. Yeah. He's a man's man. He's a man's man. No man is going to allow another man to disrespect his woman, especially in his presence.
That's right.
And so you'll see that unfold continuing with the show.
And as Quad explained in her interview, we were actually able to see this unfold on Married to Medicine. However, the backlash was severe, and frankly, fans did not want to see two men fighting, especially not a doctor and definitely not Quad's man, who is probably young enough to be Dr. G's son, or maybe, just maybe. It was just terrible. Nobody liked it, and it just didn't seem warranted. And it also seemed like just maybe King should have told Quad to shut the F up. Now, we did not see everything because we don't know what they actually edited, but I really feel like he should have actually asked Quad to be quiet. Additionally, why was the seating arrangement like that? Why was Quad, her man King, sitting by Dr. G and Sweet Tea? As I stated originally, because this was a setup so that Quad can say what she said to Dr. G and that it can all blow over like it did. If you guys recall, I mean, we just saw the interview where Quad thought it was okay at that time when she did that interview for her man to do what he had already did to Dr. G. Now we have restraining orders, we have police reports, and now he can't film anymore. And now she may potentially be looking for a job because word on the street is that the network is tired, especially of her, because let's be real, she's not even married to medicine. But what we must not forget is that this particular cast creates their own storyline. They're not really telling us about what's really going on in their lives. And part of that is what we are seeing unfold. And what I'm being told is they're looking for other doctors to replace some of these people on this show, including Quad, because she's just not married to medicine anyway. But also what I'm hearing is that they're not having so much luck, but they're looking very hard because the people that they've run across don't want to ruin their image, especially by Dr. Heavenly being on this show and what has happened this season with Quad man trying to lay hands on a whole nother dude. But we must not forget, Quad is desperate to continue on this show because she was basically fired last year. So we must not forget why she's doing what she's doing, because the girl got to eat.
I was moving forward.
I do feel bad, and I'm not saying she's gone forever. And maybe sitting her home might open her eyes to see that we're serious. I don't know.
Phaedra, I don't think you and I have an issue.
I don't think she said that.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
I feel like my head is in a blender right now. Like, what just happened?
See how
Now, as you guys saw from last season, Quad was fighting for her entire life because she was pretty much gone. Like, they wanted her off of this show. And one of the main reasons that they actually wanted her off is they genuinely said that Quad is just really not their friend. And if you guys follow Quad on social media, even if you don't follow her and you just happen to look at her social media, you see Quad having all types of parties and fun. But what you don't see is none of those ladies from Married to Medicine. So what it does is it brings into perspective exactly what they said. They ain't really friends like that. They're not really friends with Quad. Absolutely no. So I can understand why they pretty much wanted her off of this show, because they're like, this girl is not really cool with us. She's having fun. She's doing all of these things, and yet we're never invited. She only calls us when it's time to tape. So I feel like Quad came back this season and tried to give herself a storyline so that she would have a place on this show and not have to feel like she's going to be bullied out of her place. But what ultimately happened is, what she did is she created a look for this show that is giving love and hip hop, and that is not what this show was created or intended for. So word on the street is that she more than likely will not be coming back. And if she were to come back, maybe she would just be reduced to a friend, because the information that I'm receiving is that they're really trying to just have doctors on this show. And let's just be honest, Quad's time is up. She adds absolutely nothing to this show. And to be honest, and this is pretty much it. She's just not married to medicine. She's not married to medicine, and she's been on this show this entire time. She's not dating. She just doesn't really fit in, because again, it's married to medicine, and she's just not married to medicine. And of course, guys, make sure to hit the like, share button. And if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, and I am so glad that you guys are here. Let me tell you this. I started YouTube roughly 1 year ago, and you know what I did? I struggled like hell to figure it out. But thankful, I was diligent and able to monetize in under 90 days. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys exactly how I did it. So what I did is I sat down and I created a course to help you guys become successful on YouTube. When I first started, I struggled. I did not know what to do. And I'm going to tell you why I decided to create this course. When I started YouTube, this is what I said. I said that if I did not make money in at least 60 days, I was done. And guess what I did? I did just that. And my first official check for 30 days on YouTube was roughly $7,000. Now, I know some of y'all is like, that's no money. And in all actuality, it ain't a lot of money, but it's not a little money, especially from somebody that was coming to a social media platform such as YouTube that I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was able to figure it out to be able to make an income of $7,000. So what I said is I see some of the smaller YouTubers struggling. So what I want to do is show you guys what I did to become successful. So what I did is I created a course to teach you guys the basics. Now, this will not be the only course, but this will be the first course in which I will teach you guys how to get monetized very fast. So all you need to do right now is go ahead and click on the link, because we are running a special, or I am running a special, because I want to make sure you guys get monetized. Because listen, it is the holidays. It is becoming a new year soon, and y'all need to get y'all some more income, okay?
Now, if you guys are struggling and trying to get yourself monetized on YouTube, I have created a course especially and specifically for you. You can head right over right now to my Teachable and purchase the course, and I hope to see you guys over on Teachable.